Hello everybody and welcome to episode 36 of the Rebuild with Tottenham Hotspur. Welcome to season 3 as we look to build on last season's success. We've had a busy summer both in and out. Let's see what happened. So the infamous transfer blocker is back in its place. We have let a lot of players go this summer as the rebuild continues. So Kingsley Coman has gone to Liverpool for £60 million. 8 million less than what we paid, but he was too injury prone, to be frank. Kingsley Coman, he didn't really set the world on fire. Hopefully he will not do the same at Anfield. Pedro Porro has joined Barcelona for £45 million. Good investment, that one. We've invested that back in the squad to bring in a couple of defenders. Rodrigo Jota has joined Manchester United for £40 million. Rodrigo Bentancur has gone to Napoli for 35. Wanted a new contract, was out of contract in the summer and wanted a silly amount of money, so I decided to let him go. Rodrigo De Paul has joined Inter for £30 million, so we've got back our investment on him. Huracan has gone to Benfica for £15 million. Again, a bit of an increase in that one, and yeah, a player that was unhappy about not being played. Jed Spence has gone to Bournemouth for £12.5 million, complete waste of time. As was Brian Gill, he has joined RB Leipzig for 5.25. There are a few that have gone out on loan as well. Pape Matar Sarr's gone out on loan. Alex Scott has gone out on loan as we try to condense the squad down. Shall we meet the new signings? Let's do it. First man in the door is Moritz Zez. He has joined us from Schalke for £7.5 million. That was his release clause. That is an absolute bargain. Pace of 16. Natural fitness of 17, jumping reach of 16, a backup defender, very much so, but a very good quality one. Following Huracan's departure, we have dipped into the goalkeeper market and we've bought in Jordan Pickford from Everton for £14 million. A bit of a no-brainer, really. Premier League quality, has got a lot of experience, and he's English as well, which helps us with our homegrown quota, and still a very good goalkeeper at 31. So following Mehmet Taremi's departure to Leicester for £10 million, Nicolas Gonzalez has come in to replace him, and how? Can play out wide, can play down the centre. £53 million we have spent on him over time, of course. 16 pace, dribbling of 16 as well. Will invigorate the wide position as well, obviously with the loss of Kingsley Coman, but we don't lose too much, if you know what I mean. No cons in his column. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. Another player whose release clause we met was Pedro Gonçalves. He has joined us from Sporting Lisbon for £35 million. Another player that can play out wide. Finishing at 17 though is a very, very good thing to have. Obviously Harry Kane is starting to get older. 32 now, I think he is in game. So yeah, we need players coming through to help him out. Pace of 15 as well, agility of 16, anticipation of 16. He is going to bang in the goals for us, and he can play in centre midfield as well. We have also bought in today's thumbnail, and that is Jack Grealish for £60 million from Manchester City. Again, paid over time, so we don't pay it all up front. I don't like paying things up front. 4-star player. We know what Jack Grealish is all about. Can he do a job for us? Absolutely. Will he score more goals than he did at his time with Manchester City? I really hope so. But a very creative player, has already got 2 assists during pre-season. Hopefully there's going to be plenty more to follow. We've been back to Italy for Caleb Okoli. He has joined us from Atalanta. He is a beast. Pace of 16. Natural fitness 16, stamina 17, heading of 15, marking of 16. The mental stats as well are amazingly good. He is very much an upgrade on Lucas Hernandez and Christian Romero, who are still with the football club for now. We're looking to move those two on. But yeah, very, very good squad player and will add so much depth to the back too. Now, I said earlier we have been out looking for goalkeepers and we have bought in a second one in Emi Martinez. £40 million we paid for him though. He wanted to leave Aston Villa. I like him. considering he is a former Arsenal player and a backup goalkeeper to Diego Costa. Him and Jordan Pickford both know they are going to be a backup goalkeeper, so there's going to be no problems there. We lacked it a little bit towards the end of last season. Obviously, Fraser Forster played in the FA Cup final in the end. So yeah, now we have 3 solid goalkeepers. We do the assault for all 4. With the departure of Pedro Porro, we have bought in Josip Stanisic as his replacement from Feyenoord for £25 million. 2.5-star player, but has loads and loads of good attributes. The physical ones are all very good. Mental ones are not too bad as well. Even the technical ones in some areas are very high. And yeah, wanted another defender in, and he can play right across the back 4, which is beautiful. And he has been joined by Joachim Melli. He has joined us from Atletico Madrid for £38 million. Another solid defender, can play on the left, can play on the right. So Luke Thomas will be allowed to leave on loan for the season. I wanted 1 old defender, 1 young defender. That was kind of what I was hoping on the left and the right. Obviously, we've got plenty of options now where we didn't have them last season in the 2 full-back positions. So yeah, I'm really happy with what we've done in the window. Will there be more to come? I guess we'll wait and see. So we are going to have a bit of a problem when it comes to the homegrown quota for the Champions League. So we've got Oliver Skipp, who is a homegrown player. Marcus Edwards, he's homegrown. Harry Kane is homegrown, obviously. Alfie Whiteman is the other one. But we've brought in 2 goalkeepers, so I don't really want to use Alfie Whiteman. So we may have to do a little bit more jiggery-pokery in the transfer market to make it all fit. I've mentioned Christian Romero and Lucas Hernandez. They're probably going to go. Keenan Dewsbury Hall is one that's probably on the cusp of whether we keep him or not. Luke Thomas, as I mentioned, he will probably go out on loan because we have far too many. Manuel Akanji might well be the man that is sacrificed. He's 30 now. We've got a young defence coming through. So yeah, there are some decisions still to be made within the squad as we look to try and make it so we can get 25 of them in to register. Time for the Premier League preview. Now, there are no new managers in the Premier League this year, which is a surprise. Manchester City, they are the favourites at 12-5. Then it's Liverpool at 9-2, with us at 9-2 as well. I'm surprised we aren't the favourites, to be honest, after winning the title last season. But there you go. Those are the bookies. 11-2 for Chelsea, 10-1 for Newcastle, 10-1 for Manchester United, 13-1 for Arsenal. Everybody else, forget about it. Down to 1,000-1 for Sheffield United, for Nottingham Forest, and for Burnley, who are back in the Premier League. So we will come back at the end of August for the North London derby. So we'll take on the Community Shield, we'll take on Sheffield United, Manchester United, and Nottingham Forest. We have an okay run during the season. We'll see Crystal Palace a lot over Christmas, but yeah, Manchester United and Arsenal to start the season. And yeah, the North London derby, they don't get much bigger than it. At the Emirates as well. Can we beat them? Can we defend this title? That will be the biggest thing for us this season. Obviously, it is one thing to win the Premier League title. It is another one entirely to defend it. And that's what we want to do. We want to defend it. We want to win the FA Cup. We want to win the Champions League. Hell, I even want to try and win the League Cup. I want to try and do all 4. That is the reason why we've gone so big this summer with the rebuild. Just to bulk out the squad and make it so when we take a player out and bring one in, we don't see any drop in performance. And fingers crossed, that is what we will see. We will find out at the Emirates whether that is all going to pan out, whether there will be any more new signings to introduce to you. So come back next time and find out. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed today's video, please leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.